Hello class, this is Mr. Mark, and today I'm going to show you how to work in a spreadsheet. A spreadsheet is a place where we organize numbers. A spreadsheet looks like this. It looks like a big table. At the top, we have columns, and on the side, we have rows. The columns, we have column A, column B, column C, and the rows, row 0, row 1, row 2. Now, in these tables, we can do math. We can do addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. We can add lots of numbers together and organize our numbers and make calculations. It's a very useful application. Today, we're going to look at an application called Microsoft Excel. So I need you to first log into Edmodo. When you get into Edmodo, you have the red square here. Click on it. And we have Word Online, PowerPoint Online, Excel Online. This is our spreadsheet application. So please click here once. And I'm going to name this file Math Practice. There we go. Continue. Loading, loading, loading. Keep that page loading. Keep that page loading. Okay, here we are. Excel Online. So as you can see, here you have columns. This is what we call column. And as I said, this is what we call a row. Now the spot where the column and the row meet is called a cell. Now this cell is called E5. Now the reason this cell is called E5 is because it's in column E and row 5. So this cell is called E5. And this whole sheet is called a spreadsheet. Now you can make these rows bigger by clicking and dragging like this. Make that bold, make that bigger. And there we have it. So this is the vocabulary that you need to know for this application. Spreadsheet, column, row, and cell. Now, let's continue with doing math in a spreadsheet. So here, as you can see, I have sheet 1. I'm going to click here, and I'll make a second sheet. Ta-da! Sheet 2. We're going to learn how to do math in Excel. Now, let's start with addition. We're going to add, let's say, 12, 4. So I want to add 12 and 4. Now to do any kind of equation, to do any kind of math in Excel, we click on a cell, and we start with the equal sign. Now this equal sign is telling Excel, hey, I'm getting ready to do some math. So there we go. Now we click on the equal sign. Now I want to add this cell here, A3, column A, row 3. So this is, I'm going to type A3. And I want to add this to B3. So equals A3 plus B3. Now this should give us what? That's right, 16. So let's press enter. 3, 2, 1, up. And there we go. It did the math for us. Now what's great about the spreadsheet is, let's say I change this. If I change the 4 here, what's going to happen? Well, watch this number in bold and see. 5, 17. What happens if I change this to 54? 54. And this changes every time because this cell will always add A3 plus B3. Now there's another way of doing this. Let's try 5 and 5. Remember, what do we always start with when we want to do math? What sign? The equal sign. That's right. So equals. Now instead of typing in A4 plus B4, we can just simply click A4 plus, and then click here, B4. And then enter. So you don't actually have to type in the name of the cell. You can just click on the cell and it'll do the addition. Now for subtraction, let's do 12 and 4. So equals A5 minus B5. Ta-da! For multiplication, 12, 4 equals A6. Now this is, you need to find the star button, and usually on a keyboard it's right above the 8. You press Shift and the 8. So you find that little star, that's the multiplication sign in Excel. So, what's 12 times 4? 48, that's right. And lastly, division. 12, 4, now equals 12, and here we use the front slash to divide. A7 divided by B7 equals 3. Hey. So there you go. You know how to do addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division in Excel. Now what if I wanted to add a lot of numbers together? This is what we call the sum. When we add things together, we get the sum. So I want the sum of all of these numbers right here. Now there's a special key, a special command, where I can actually add all of these things together. I'm going to click on this cell, and up here we have auto sum. So it's going to automatically add everything above this cell. So let's click on this button and see what happens. Click. Sum C3 to C7. So once I press enter, it's going to add all of these things together. And there you have it. Now anything you change in here, so 5 plus 5 is 10. What if I did 55? Well, this is going to change to 60, that's right. And this is going to change as well. So watch. 3, 2, 1. That changed to 60. This changed to 178. So there you have it. That's how you do math in Excel. Now I'd like you to just have fun with it. Practice multiplying, dividing, subtracting, adding, and try to use this auto sum button once. And play around with it until you're comfortable with it, and then I'll give you a little quiz and see if you can do it. Enjoy!